I got some new books. Let's unbox them. Alright, let's unbox some books. This is what happens when you get a bonus at work. You end up spending a lot of money on books. Well, at least I do. Anyway, before we get into the unboxing though, make sure that you comment, like, subscribe, join me over on the Discord, and you can follow me on bookstagram as well. So, originally I was actually going to wait till all my books came in on this order. I still got more on the way, but I just can't hold off opening these boxes anymore. So, I'm going to open them now. I'm going to open them with you, and I'll just add the other boxes into the video as they arrive. So yeah, let's get on with it. Let's start with the big one. And of course, got to open it with this dragon unboxer. Well, yes, it's a blade, but still, we're using this to unbox these books. Let's check them out, because that's just the way it goes. All right. Unboxing. It's like Christmas morning. I don't know about you guys, but I love getting new books, especially when it's on a big order. So let's check out what is in the box. Alright, so we've got The Gentleman Bastard sequence with The Lies of Locke Lamora. And then we've got Red Sea and Red Skies and The Republic of Thieves by Scott Lynch. I've been hearing so much about this series on BookTube, and people just won't stop talking about it, so I had to buy it. The Gentleman Bastard sequence by Scott Lynch. So this, well, when I get to it, I don't know when I'm going to get to this. I have so many books to read. I think I'm like 150 or something on my to-be-read pile, but yeah, there you have it. Gentleman Bastard sequence by Scott Lynch. I've been hearing so many good things about this. So I am so glad I finally got around to buying that. And it looks like we got a couple hardcovers here. The Wisdom of Crowds by Joe Abercrombie. Again, something that I've been hearing an insanely amount of good things about. I haven't gone to all of Joe Abercrombie stuff yet, but definitely I'm going to be getting to more Joe Abercrombie. I've actually got some coming up on my TBR. Again, all these books are probably going to wait till next year just because I have so many on my TBR right now. It's insane. But yeah, Joe Abercrombie, The Wisdom of Crowds. This is the third one, I believe, in this particular Abercrombie series. We've also got A Little Hatred and The Trouble with Peace, which come before this, which are on this order. I just don't know if it's in one of these boxes. We'll find out soon enough. And then we've got Star Wars, The Thrawn Ascendancy, Greater Good. So this I heard a lot about this particular series from Leslie from the Nerdy Narrative on her channel. She said a lot of really great things about this particular series, so I had to go and buy this one. I think this is the second book in the series. I did order all three, and definitely going to read them in order. And I mean, I've enjoyed other Star Wars books, but I've heard nothing but praise about the Thrawn Ascendancy as a really good series within the Star Wars universe. So that series I picked up. Alright, we've got this other box right here. Let's get this one open and see what we got in here. Don't worry, the knife isn't that sharp. Or at least, that's the theory anyway. Alright. I like opening it with that blade, it's fun. Get all the bubble wrap out of here. See, this is why I buy from Indigo, because Indigo knows how to pack stuff. Unlike you, Amazon, who always arrives damaged when I order books from you. Follow Indigo's lead. Pack things properly so the books don't get damaged. It's not that hard. Anyway. Ah, yes. Joe Abercrombie, The Trouble with Peace. So there you have it. Trouble with Peace, one of the other books in this series from Joe Abercrombie. As promised, I got the whole series because, of course, you gotta buy the whole series. You can't just buy one. You gotta buy the whole series. That's just how it works. So, The Trouble with Peace by Joe Abercrombie. I'm really looking forward. Again, I've heard nothing but praise about Joe Abercrombie. I'd only really read his Shattered Sea series, until recently, until I started picking up all of his other stuff because I heard nothing but praise about it. So there you go, The Trouble with Peace by Joe Abercrombie. And then we've got 3 other ones here. Again, a series I've heard nothing but praise for, and that is The Books of Babel. So number 1 by Josiah Bancroft, Senwind Ascends. And I've been hearing a lot of good things about this series from pretty much every channel I've watched that has read it has said nothing but praise on this particular book series. So we got number 1. Yep, number 1, Senwind Ascends being the first one. And then of course we got number 2, Arm of the Sphinx by Josiah Bancroft, the second one, and of course the third one, The Hod King. So yeah, I mean, great stuff about all these books. I can't wait to get to them. I will be reading them probably, maybe, hopefully sometime next year. But man, my to be read pile is so large. I don't know when I'm going to get to them. But I will get to them eventually. You can bet that I will. I'm so excited to get to these books that I can't wait to show you what's in the next box when it finally arrives, which should be soon. We'll add that into the video once it gets here, because unboxing stuff is always cool. And it's always cool when you're unboxing with one of these. And until the next box arrives, I'll let my dragons hold my unboxing knife. Alright, so I'll be back once the next box arrives. Alright, so as promised, it's a few days later, and I got more boxes to open. Let's see what's inside this package. Who doesn't like a good book haul? Alright, so first we're opening this one here with my trusted book opener. Rah! Oop, didn't quite cut all the way through. Let's try that again. Rah! Alright, what do we have in here? Alright. We got a book called The 5 Little Indians by Michelle Good. This is actually from a First Nations author here in Canada. I had been thinking lately that I'd like to get into more First Nations writing, particularly stories that take place inside the residential school system of Canada, which is a terrible black mark on Canadian history. But I wanted to get more into First Nations writing. So here we go. We're checking this one out. It is going to be 5 Little Indians. I've actually got 2 books from First Nations writers on the way, or rather 1 more on the way. I haven't received that yet. I'm not expecting it till January, but this tells the story of 5 residential school survivors. It's a fictional story based off of true events. So I've been thinking I want to get more into this, and I might read this probably, considering the size of my to be read pile. I'm planning on looking at reading these next September, which is when we'll have the 2nd annual Truth and Reconciliation holiday here in Canada. So I'm thinking this will be a good read for probably September next year, so it'll be a while till I get to them. But 5 Little Indians, telling the story of 5 residential school survivors, what their life has been like and how they coped and dealt with being within that system. That'll be an interesting read for sure. So I'm definitely going to be checking this one out. Really looking forward to reading this one. And we got ourselves another big box. So let's check out what's inside this one. If my dog can manage to be quiet while I'm filming this, that would be great too. One thing I love doing is opening these boxes with this awesome sword. Don't worry, it's not really a sharp knife. Although, I hear dull knives are worse. Alright. Get all the stuffing out of the way. What do we have here? We've got Thrawn Ascendancy, Chaos Rising. This is the first book in the Thrawn Ascendancy, which I know the Nerdy Narrative, Leslie from the Nerdy Narrative, says she really enjoyed this book, at least the first book. So that's what inspired me to put this on my wish list, and now I've finally gotten this one. So, alright, Chaos Rising, book 1 in the Thrawn Ascendancy. I mean, it's Star Wars, it's classic. Who doesn't love Star Wars? I mean, not the greatest sci-fi, that's definitely Dune, by far. but still really good sci-fi. So yeah, Thrawn Ascendancy, Chaos Rising, Book 1. What else do we have in here? We've got a book titled Fan Fiction by Brent Spiner. This is a memoir inspired by true events. Well, what's funny about this one, when I heard about it, is Brent Spiner actually writes the story of his life and how Star Trek affected his life, but he's writing it as an actual fictional story about a 30-something-year-old actor who gets a role in a sci-fi series as a lovable android. And he's writing his experiences of himself as a character in a non-fiction fiction book. I mean, just the whole concept of that is hilarious. I love the idea behind that. And of course, all the other Trek actors are characters in this kind of fictionalized true story. It's just funny, the concept and the way that is described on how this book was written. And I'm a big Trek nerd as well. I love Star Trek. It is one of my favorite sci-fi franchises. I absolutely love it. So when I heard Brent Spiner wrote this book, I just had to get it because it just sounds hilarious. I can't wait to read Fan Fiction, a novel based on true events that actually happened but is written as a fictional story. That's going to be funny to read. And, you know, I've seen some Brent Spiner's humor. I mean, he had some pretty funny moments as Data on Trek, so I have no doubt he could be quite funny with his books too. I'm really looking forward to seeing how he pulls it off in this one, because that is going to be fun. And the last one in this, A Little Hatred by Joe Abercrombie, Age of Madness. I've heard so much about the Age of Madness book series by Joe Abercrombie, and Joe Abercrombie in general. BookTube seems to have a love affair with Joe Abercrombie and Grimdark, and I've heard so much about it, and for some reason I feel like this sword just goes so well with this book. What do you think? Tell me in the comments if you think the sword goes well with Mr. Joe Abercrombie's books. I think it does. I certainly haven't read them all, but I mean, come on, he's already got like the cool wolf head helmet thing on the cover here. So, you know, of course the sword's just going to go with that, I think. Yeah. That's going to be fun. Joe Abercrombie, Age of Madness. Overall, this is just a fun book from what I've heard. People are loving it. I love the idea of the grimdark, and I just really look forward to getting to Joe Abercrombie, which I will be getting to later this year. I think I'm going to be picking up some Joe Abercrombie, but yeah. No, wait, later this year. I already have picked up Joe Abercrombie by the time this posts. Probably. Anyway, I'm going to be reading Joe Abercrombie. Doesn't matter when, I'm going to get to it. There you go. Little Hatred. This is the first book in the Age of Madness series. So looking forward to getting that. That is going to be awesome. It's me. I'm here to do the outro. Funny thing, when I originally filmed this video, I totally planned to do this a little bit differently and forgot to film an outro. So here's editing Andrew cutting in right at the very end to film an outro. I hope you enjoyed this book haul. I certainly enjoyed making the video. Let me know what you think of these books that I got in this unboxing video. And of course, these will probably be included in my Q4 book haul later this year, as well as some other books that weren't included in this video. But let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Join me on the Discord. Join me down on my bookstagram. I'll have all that linked below. And as always, until next time, keep on reading. Bye.